We give Cockerell Middle School a big round of applause for a great job. If you are new, you haven't heard me say it yet, make sure that your cell phones are turned off. You don't need any flashing lights or weird ringtones or even buzzes. So take care of that. And now we're going to see Scott Johnson Middle School perform Home on the Morning Train by Kim Hines.
Steal away to Jesus. Steal away home. I ain't got long to stay here.
Over here, the next door here.
Lord, help me.
Hold on there, Robert. Say something. I don't see nothing out here. I think we're lost.
Mother woke us up real early that morning, June 10th, 1939. I will always remember this date. It was about 4 or 5 in the morning.
I ain't know the exact day, because I ain't know my numbers. I didn't even know how to read. Just knew it was summer of 1839.
It was dark, just before sunrise.
It was almost dark, just after dusk. About the time when I was reading from boxes.
Mother told us to be very quiet, to quickly pack bags. We could only take one bag.
Just bring yourself. That's what Jesse said. Don't need no bags to slow us down.
Mommy said I could bring my horse, but not my bear. It takes up too much space.
Mother and father took us to the edge of town.
There was a buzzing over the plantation, but real quiet and secret-like. Couldn't have Master finding out about his plan to leave now, could we?
They took us to see a man named...
Westmeyer. I never knew his first name, only his last. Westmeyer. He was dressed, well, not like he was from the city. He was a farmer. I could tell by his hands. They were rough, and his nails were dirty.
He didn't bring his wife, only his son. His son named...
Carl. He is young like us, only he is a German Gentile, and we are German Jews. Carl's father didn't take 5 children this time.
Now, when I heard that some youngins like me didn't get the freedom, I knew I had to go.
Rebecca Rubin was there, and her little brother Aaron.
There was Baruch Fisher.
And later Bergman.
And the Muller's son, David.
I could only take about 4 with me this time. What do they call you? Brave Mary. Katie May.
Kindred, and I know what they call you.
Runaway Jesse. Because I lead runaway slaves to freedom.
My father said I was to listen to and obey the Westmeyers. My father said that there were not many Gentiles willing to help the Jews.
My mother said to be thankful.
Thankful that there are people courageous enough to help us.
Courageous enough to help us get out of the city of Hamburg.
Out of Germany.
On to Denmark.
And finally to Sweden. We would be safe in Sweden.
But it would be a long journey because we have to hide along the way. But Herr Westmeyer has many friends that will help us along the way.
He said we have to be very careful. We might even have to lie and change our names.
But we can get rid of these. I hate these yellow stars. They make us wear them so that people will know that we are different.
So people will know that we are Jews.
So people will hate us.
I will be glad to leave this country. I want to be somewhere where it is safe. Maybe one day, I will live in America.
I asked Mommy when she and Daddy would meet up with us again. She only cried and said,
Soon. My mother said she would join us soon. But when? When is soon?
you write about?
What I experience, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling.
That sounds boring.
What girls do. Girls always do boring things.
Not all girls keep a diary, David. My father kept a diary.
Daddy keeps a diary? How do you know?
Because Mama and Daddy gave me this one. Daddy says it's good to write down what you do. So in years, you can look back and see where you've been.
Rivka, will you tie this ribbon for me?
How long have we been here, Rivka?
11 days.
Well, actually,
How
I've been
long?
keeping track.
How long are we gonna be here? 12 more days?
12 weeks?
12 months?
Years?
Don't be silly.
We're not going to stay here forever.
How long are we going to stay here?
I don't know. Ask Rivka.
Don't ask me. I'm just as much in the dark as you are.
Rivka, what a beautiful skirt. Can I have it when you get too big for it?
No, Leda. This is my favorite skirt. I don't think I'll ever give it up, even if I do grow out of it.
Rivka, what's this book? It's not German.
No, it's not. It's a book from America, from my cousin Greta. She lives in New Braunfels. It's in Texas.
What's the book about?
I don't know. I haven't read it yet.
When are you going to read it?
When I feel like it.
If you're not going to read it, can I read it now?
No. I want to read it first.
That may take centuries.
I don't think I can read this book. Can you read it to me?
Leda, please. I'm trying to write.
Why not? It will give us something to do.
Yeah, it's a good way to kill time.
Yeah.
Come on, Rivka, please.
All right. Follow the Dugangoid. A Negro slave girl's escape to freedom. Dear reader, I want to stress that though this journey may seem treacherous and doubtful, it did indeed happen. My name is Mary Cunningham. I was born a slave. I am now a free woman, but while I was a slave, people called me
Brave Mary. Because I spoke of freedom so often. Freedom was a fearful subject to speak or even think of. But since I spoke of freedom, despite the threat of death, people called me Brave Mary. I lived in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Where's that, Rivka?
It's someplace in America. I'm not sure where. I just know it's in America. The year's 1839.
Master Herbert Cole. Plantation stood, surrounded by a deep, thick pine forest. The coal plantation is known for its lumber and the making of turpentine.
Master Cole was a very rich white man and owned many things.
Now he owned over 1,000 acres of land.
3 homes, several stables, and over 200 slaves.
What are slaves, Rivka?
Slaves are people who are owned by and made to work for others with no pay. Many times slaves were treated very badly.
Oh,
We were once slaves.
I've never been a slave.
No, I'm talking about us, Jews.
Jews were once slaves? Is that true, Rivka?
Yes, Leda.
When did this happen? I don't remember about us being slaves.
It happened a long, long, long time ago, silly. What do you think Pesach is all about? We were in Egypt. We were slaves to the Egyptians.
But in this story, are these slaves owned by Egyptians too?
No, Aaron. This story is about the blacks in America. They were slaves too, but not so long ago.
If I were treated badly, I wouldn't stay. I don't understand. Why didn't they just leave?
Because if they wanted to leave, they'd have to run away in secret.
The moon sits high in the sky. The stars twinkle against the dark sky.
Yes, Jesse. Over here. Straight to you. Come on, Kenny. You've got to keep up, man.
I'm coming. Y'all walking too fast.
But we ain't got no time to waste.
It's hard to keep up. Y'all walking like y'all going to a house of fire or something.
You better keep your voices down. You don't know who's all up in this forest. They would have just found you out, and the next thing you know, they'd be dragging you on back to the plantation.
I ain't never going back to that place.
You always fussing.
I ain't never going back to that place, not in this life.
Keep talking out loud like that, and you ain't gonna have a choice. Since all that's coming this time, baby man, all they had the nerve to take a chance on freedom. This here is King. That's King Man.
You talking too loud.
Yourself. place just beyond the Center Home Plantation. That is some distance. I don't know. We'll do whatever we have to do. We gotta get there before daylight.
What's the hurry? By the time Master Cole finds out we're gone, we'll be long out of sight. We can take our time in the daylight. We can hide in tall grasses, bushes, trees.
Girl, I'm glad you ain't leaving us. We can't be out and about in the daylight, Katie Mae. Tomorrow morning is market day. Don't be all some folks taking their wares to the market. That means we gotta get to the Sunshine House before daylight.
Sunshine House? I ain't never heard of such a place.
That ain't their real name. It's best we don't know their real name. So if we get caught, we won't be forced to tell whose house it really is.
Do we trust these white people?
We can sure enough trust them. Not all white people believe in owning slaves. Some have been helping us get up north for many years. And now without fearing the law themselves. Sunshine House is the first stop on the Underground Railroad. That's just like us. They're hiding us too.
We're hiding in a barn right now.
Brave Mary,
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
I got a little pork rind in my pouch right here. I'll move the shed. I have a little that myself.
pretty sky. Ain't it? Beautiful night, all right. It's so clear. You can see the dipping gourd as plain as can be.
Where? Where's the dipping gourd?
You see? That big shining star. If you take a finger, stars there. That's the cup. There's the handle. See the dipping gourd? I'll follow the dipping gourd to get you up north, to get you to Canada.
But how are we going to do that?
The stars will guide us to our new home. The stars will guide us to freedom. Come on now, gather yourselves up. You're about to board the train right now. You're about to travel on the Underground Railroad. All aboard! All aboard! First stop on the line is Sunshine House.
Well, there's something for you to eat.
You scared us.
Bertha's trying to read a story.
What kind of story?
It's about the Underground Railroad.
What kind of railroad?
A wonderful story from America.
About the blacks and a railroad.
Yeah, it's in, what's that place called again?
Egypt.
No, it's called a plantation.
Oh yeah, that's right. Starting a new chapter, I want to know what happens next. Come on, Brenda. Please, come on. I don't get it. Your farm is so far away from town. If you let us out a little bit each day, no one would know. And if they did, I bet they never even thought of our being here.
People travel on the roads all the time, David. Suppose we let you out to go play in the field or in the garden, and you are seen. How would we explain? Oh, yes. Ryle Westmeyer has 6 children now. How could that be when we only had 1 child yesterday? Once word reaches the Nazis, they will not turn their heads, and they will come for us. They will take you, my parents, and me away, and we will all lose our lives.
How much longer are we going to stay here?
I don't know. All I know is that my father is working on it. He doesn't exactly tell my mother or I what he's doing when he's looking for a place for the Jews to hide.
Carl, if I were to write a letter, could your father deliver it safely?
Nothing and no one is safe. But you write the letter, I'll ask my father.
But what's there to write about? Nothing goes on here. There's practically nothing to write about. We can write about the treats the Westmeyers give us.
I haven't ate my piece of chocolate yet. I'm saving it.
What for?
For when I get home, I'm going to share it with my mama, papa, and my little dog Sasha.
Better eat your piece now, Leda. We may never get out here.
The Westmeyers said they wouldn't let the soldiers take us.
And if you're careful, no one will know you're up here.
I'll write my letter. It's the only way for my parents to know that I'm safe.
Well, eat first. There will be no more food till tomorrow midday. Eat, everyone, eat.
There's no need to worry about us. We are safe and sound. We get fed twice a day, mostly meals of bread, corn, and soup. I miss Mother's cooking. Sorry I didn't bring her with me. There are mice here, and they come out at night and feed on the crumbs we leave on the floor. I hate the sound of mice rustling through the hay. It's hard to leave my parents. I'm their only child. But my father said there are rumors about the Judean. That we aren't being sent away temporarily, like the government said, but that we are being sent away for good. There are stories of ovens, fire, guns, death. My parents sent me away just in case the government lied. They said that I should have the chance to live, be free.
Freedom. I've heard that word since I was this high. Mama singing songs, Daddy talking about how when we were back in Africa, free as we wanted to be, and how someday we'd be free again. Mom died giving birth to her 14th child with a massive cell. Daddy got headed off up to Mississippi, someplace called Missouri. When I turned 12, figured I'd take my chance on freedom. Now I'll come back and help others be free. Oh, freedom.
When I get up in Canada,
Oh, freedom.
the first thing I'm going to do
Oh, freedom over me.
is thank the Lord for getting me out there safe.
And before I stay a slave, I'll be buried in my grave.
Then I'm going to buck and wink and dance and laugh and strut all over the place. But thank God I'm about no man ever again.
And go home, and go home, and be free.
Oh, freedom.
Oh, freedom. Oh,
Freedom over me.
And
Before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave.
and go home, and go home, and be free.
Dear God, our Father, ruler of the universe, God grant us peace and goodness, blessings of kindness and mercy. Ha, Barakman, tu yivret viet avimorin, in the Marathi. God bless my mother and father.
Wow, you've come so late. We thought you weren't going to come. We expected you 6 hours ago.
No, ma'am. A person never changes his mind about freedom. You either want it or you don't.
Well, you're lucky that you weren't seen. Why, any number of people would start talking, so you started stealing into this house in broad daylight.
Fine, heck of a time getting here and not being seen.
We tried to get her both sides off, but we had to take turns on the cave rain.
We have to have care of her, and she's a lot heavier than we thought she was.
Katie Mae's got a bad foot. She's gonna need some attention.
Let me take a look at your foot.
She's been working in the main house for so long, she ain't never got a chance to her feet toughen up.
Be quiet, Kimmy. You don't have no right.
Stop it. Both of you.
I'll have to clean this out and bandage it. It's the best I can do for you. The doctor in this town is not to be trusted. Whatever you can do, ma'am. I ain't complaining. All right. I'll be right back. I'll help set everybody and get you some food. I bet you travelers are hungry.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Kimber, you stop right there on Katie Mae. You hear me?
Well, it ain't my fault that Steve's so soft. She can't go anywhere where he bless her enough. If she works in the main fields like some of us, she might can go anywhere.
Now, you know just as well as I did that I had no facts where I worked on a plantation. If you could come in from a field and work in the house like I do, you would do it, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I bet you would.
Y'all quit fussing. Miss Adelaide's been nice enough to take us in at this point, and we're gonna act accordingly. So y'all better quit all this snapping at each other.
Here's some blankets.
How long are we staying here?
You've got about 9 hours until dusk. Then I'll be taking you down to the river.
9 hours? Why so soon?
If you miss the boat tonight, I can't guarantee when I get you another one. You'd be walled up in this room for weeks, maybe even months.
I'm hungry. When are we going to eat?
We need rest, food. We can't go back out on that road tonight. It'll take 5 or 6 hours to get to the river on foot. Maybe even longer unless you got a wagon.
No, we'll have to go on foot. Well, you do what you will. I'll be back to see what decision is made. I'll go get your food. You know, you can't stay here indefinitely. The sheriff and the cattle owners come in now and then looking for runaways. We've been good at staying one step ahead of the law.
take us to the river by foot?
What we gonna do? What you asking a question like that for? You know what we have to do. I'm so tired. I don't know if I can make it down to the river. And Katie May, poor Katie May over here, is in a lot of pain already. How we gonna make it down to the river to meet that boat?
Maybe y'all just gonna have to run without me.
We can't leave you behind, Katie May.
And y'all sure can wait for me to catch up to y'all either. I tell y'all the pain in my feet is so bad. If that white woman came back with the biggest butcher knife she could find and told me to stop the pain, she had to cut off my feet, I'd let her cut us right off my legs.
He ain't letting her take your feet, Katie May.
I wanted to see Canada. I wanted to see freedom so bad. And just my luck to have my feet get on me.
You just get some rest. See how you feel later.
Dad, Aaron, Lena, get your things.
Why? What's wrong? Where are they going?
Father has chance to go on a boat to Denmark. There's only room for the little ones right now.
I want to stay with my sister.
I want to stay with Rivka too.
There is no time for this. Father wants to leave within minutes. Get your things, and it will be taken back to the wagon.
I don't want to go.
The Westmires will take very good care of you.
I want to go when you go.
I'll be there. Just later.
I want to go when you go too.
You, Aaron, and David are lucky. You want to know why? Because you'll get there before Brooke and I do. Won't that be fun?
How do you know? How do you know it'll be fun?
How do you know you'll get there?
How do you know something will happen and they come and take you away?
What if they take us away?
They can't take you away.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't, because you'll have something to protect you. Something magical. You will each have your own magic marbles. David, I give you rod. Red for strength. Strength to fight off all enemies. Aaron, I give you blau. Blue for peace. So that all you encounter on your journey will be peace. Later, I give you gel. Yellow for joy. So that all you encounter when you reach Denmark will be joy.
What about Rivka? What color is she going to get?
Rivka will have purple. Purple for honor and dignity, so that she will be treated well.
What color will you have, Rue?
I will have green. Green.
Let me see. What does this stand for?
Green is for friendship. Friends are very important. They will help you when you are in need. I will always remember you, my friends. And when you look at your marbles or hold them in your hand, they will magically protect you and others around you.
Come, we must get you ready. Carl will be back with the wagon soon. Aaron, where's your bag?
Over there.
Get it then. Later, get your hat. It's time.
You have everything?
Yes.
It'll be okay.
Father is running with the wagon. Are you ready to go?
So ready. You be good. You listen to what the Westmires tell you. And you do what they say.
Here, Rivka. I think my horse will stay with you and Ruth to keep you company.
Thank you, Aaron. Ruth and I will be glad to have her stay with us.
Sorry, we have to go.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you, grant you peace. May the Lord lift his countenance upon you and be gracious to you. May it be in thy sight to bless all people of Israel and all people of in thy name. Amen.
When the German government made it law to treat the Jews badly, Minolta, my parents, thought that the law was wrong. At first, I did not understand why they thought the law was wrong, but they had few Jewish friends. Minolta said, today it is the Jews, tomorrow it may be farmers, or people who walk with canes. Perhaps it's a boy named Carl. It is wrong to single out a person like the government has done. No, it is the government that That's wrong. I get a little worried when Vance takes the Jews to the next site unaided. I usually ride with him in the back of the wagon, but this time he told me to stay here with Lieutenant. There's talk. Someone has told the SS about us. Truth or not, it will not be safe to keep Baruch and Rivka here for much longer. I have gotten them both new birth certificates and new names. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. We had moved so quickly this time. Why would someone want to turn us in when we've been helping so many people? Why?
There, that looks official. I'm getting better and better at this. I forged these papers for the runaway slaves, and if they are ever to get caught, they will need the proper papers to get them on their way without incident. It warms my heart to be able to help in this manner. My father, he's the banker in town. We don't own slaves because my father doesn't believe in slavery. We are a family of abolitionists, and we are fighting for the freedom of slaves. But when you live in the land of Dixie, you don't let others know what you feel or what you're doing. You see, it's against law to help slaves escape. It's practically against the law to let them breathe. As long as they're working, no problem. But if we are to ever treat the Negroes as human beings, we could be thrown into jail, or worse, put to death. We still have ignorant, greedy people in this world that want the Negroes to stay slaves. It's all about money. I should know. My father's a banker. My family and I, we are committed to helping slaves escape for as long as it takes until the Negroes are freed from slavery.
In the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
We were cautious as we made our way down to the river. We steered clear
God's
of the road
gonna
and traveled through the
trouble
underbrush.
the water.
Adelaide gave us dark clothing and forged papers in case we were caught. When we got to the river, we were met by
God's
a
gonna
woman with a straw
trouble
hat and a gun strapped to her waist.
Now see that man dressed in red. God's gonna trouble the water.
But be the band that Moses led.
God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
Y'all, this is Olivia. She'll be taking you down the Black Warrior River.
Jesse! You could have told me Olivia was going to be conducting us up this here river.
How do you know you knew one another?
Oh, Olivia helped me when I first got out on my own. She took me to a place called Ohio. Told me who to trust and whatnot.
Well, I'm gonna get you as far as this here river close, and then Jesse has to leave up north and navigate y'all to the other bridge to get y'all to stay. Make sure you keep her warm and dry. I passed a couple extra bandages for her foot. At the next stop, see if a doctor can take a look at it.
We'll do that.
All right, well, be safe. Send word if you can. Godspeed.
Thank you, ma'am. And God bless you, too. It's getting up quickly. You've got several days by water. You've got to get as far as you can this night. So good to see you, Olivia. Glad to know you're still kicking around.
I should say the same about you. I haven't seen you for such a long time. I was thinking maybe you hadn't made it out on one of the trips that day.
Watch your tongue, Olivia. The Lord protects those who follow the cause of righteousness. I cannot wait to get out of the South. My heart is bubbling over with hope, joy, even I'm free. There's so many things I want to do.
What's the first thing you want to do, baby Mary?
First thing. The first thing I'm gonna do is write myself a book about escaping to freedom. Y'all read my book too. Especially you, Jesse. No, don't waste no ink on me. Write about those who really make the sacrifice. Like Olivia here.
What kind of sacrifice do you need to steal?
Borrow.
Okay, borrow a boat. Though that won't even be meant.
Ask Olivia why a freed slave would bother staying down here in the South when she could be living
time, by tomorrow night, you'll be in Sweden, and you'll be free to live as any Gentile.
Rivka, are you asleep?
No.
What are you thinking about?
Brave Mary, Runaway Jessie, and the other kids in the story.
It's hard to believe such a story really happened, when nothing exciting or dangerous happened in your life.
Oh, I would say running from the Nazis is pretty exciting. Not to mention a little dangerous.
Well, it's different when you read someone else's point of view.
Ruth, when we get to safety, you can write all about our escape.
You think we'll make it?
To safety?
Yeah.
I'll have to think that we will. If I didn't, there'd be no need to go any further.
What do you miss most about not being at home?
My parents, of course. But what I really miss is good food. I know Frau Westermeyer works hard, but she's a terrible cook.
You know what I miss most of all?
What?
My mother's voice. Her songs.